Hello everyone, it's Veronica and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a continuation of my NetGalley arcs video that I did a few days ago, and I decided to split this into parts because I did mention this in the outro of the last video, so if you're coming back from that video and onto this video, welcome back. And it's only because that video would have been about almost an hour and I didn't want that for you guys, so I split this up. But I am going to be doing this into 3 parts, I think. Each video has maybe 2 books each because I did 6 books. But I probably should have thought about how this was going to be an hour long, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. The third book I am reading is Ties That Tether by Jane Igharo, and I know that I'm saying that wrong, and I am so sorry about that. But it is a romance. It's in the Own Voices romance. It's this one I think a lot of people are really excited for, and even I was really excited for, so I'm excited for it. What am I saying? But it deals with a Nigerian woman named Azir, who's Nigerian, obviously, and her mom especially wants her to marry a Nigerian man, except she actually falls in love with a white man, and so she kind of has to deal with what her mom will say and all that stuff. So, and she's also, it's like one of those things that is really controversial and really needs to be talked about, so I'm so glad I got this arc, and I'm ready to talk about it and ready to review it. This is coming out on September 29th this year, and I'm excited for it. The next book that I got is The Way You Tempt Me by Elle Wright, or Elle Wright. It is the first book of a new series, actually, is what it says on the cover, and this is the one that comes out in July 28th, and I'm actually really excited for it. So I'm excited to read this. It's one of those Playboys kind of things, and he's an ex-Playboy too, so it's interesting. So he's an ex-Playboy and she's a sports agent, and I love sports romances, so I'm all okay with that, even though technically it's not like full-blown sports, but I'm equally as excited. So yes, this comes out on July 20th. I mentioned that already. The next book that I will be picking up is Ties That Tether by Jane Igharo, and I'm very excited to read this. It's got a lot of controversial discussion in it and diversity and everything, so I think that's going to be really important. And also I've heard such good things about this book, so I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to really enjoy it, so I'm excited to read it. So I'll update you guys a little bit later to see where I get in Ties That Tether, and then yeah. Hey guys, so I am back. I'm on Ties That Tether by Jane Igharo, and I'm 20% in, and so far it's very interesting. So our main character, Azir, I'm definitely saying this wrong, so I'm sorry if you know how to say it. I definitely know I'm saying it wrong, but Azir and our love interest, his name is Raphael. They had a one-night stand together, and now she's pregnant. Very interesting. And her mother, Azir's mother, is just like only Nigerian men, because it's like a tradition for her family, you only marry Nigerian men. And Raphael, they had a one-night stand, so it's like completely different from what she usually does. And so she was freaking out, and which is also a big problem because they work together now. They met, and Raphael was like, oh, I had a job interview, and it was apparently at the place Azir works. So very interesting. And now they're also doing a project together. I like it so far. It's very enjoyable, and goodness, I'm just enjoying it so far, and I'll update you guys a little bit later to see where I leave off Ties That Tether. It is currently 3:31. Hey guys, I am back, and it is 4:06 right now, and I am on chapter 24, and I don't like Azir's mother. She's so, I get you want to stick with tradition. I want to get you want to stick with culture. You want like a pure family line, but I hate her. She's not understanding whatsoever. She is the definition of a no change person. There's a word for that. But she just doesn't like change. She wants basically her whole family to only marry Nigerian men or women because they're Nigerian. So she wants to stick to the Nigerian family line. But she's just like, I get that. You want to stick with tradition. You want to have your daughter marry someone who is Nigerian. But it's just, she's the worst. I just got to the part where Azir finally tells her mom that she's pregnant. And while she already told her cousin Jacob, and her uncle, I believe, is better understanding, but her mom was like, you know what? She was like, her mom was like, you are not the daughter I wished for, or something along the lines. It wasn't exactly that, but something similar. And it's just like, I don't know. And I feel like there are definitely people around the world with different culture, different race, different gender, who prefer some things that their parents do not approve of. And I think it's just stupid how parents are like that, you know? I get like, we live in a modern time, you can marry who you want. I don't know what to say. And I feel bad for Azir because she loves her family so much, and it'd be like, she already lost her dad, and her mom is like the only one who she's the only parent she has left. So she just, you know, daughters want their mother's approval, but you just like, her mom is just so bad. And I feel so bad for the people around the world who have to go through a similar situation like this, because it's wrong, and it's just, people don't deserve this. And I don't know what else to say, but I'm 57% there through the book, and it's good so far. It's got a lot of things that are talked about, and I think it's important because it talks about different cultures getting together, and just obviously, like I said, disapproving parents, and just support and love. And that's all I wanted to say, so I'll update you guys a little later. Hey guys, I think it's a little bit dark, I don't know, but I've officially finished Ties That Tether by Jane Igharo, and I am giving us 5 stars. The message behind it was so good, and I think it was just, the way it was written was great. And I think, like I said, the message was good. It was about accepting who you are as a person, and yeah, you might defy your parents' wishes, or in Azir's case, her mother's wishes, in marrying a Nigerian man and sticking with tradition and culture. It really talked about living in some place that isn't your own culture. Azir grew up in Canada. She moved when she was young to Canada from Nigeria, and she is Nigerian, and she's also Canadian because she grew up in Canada. And then it just talks about how she, throughout the book, slowly comes to terms with falling in love with Raphael, our hero of the story. And it was beautiful. It has that Disney happily ever after story. I think it was just such a good story, and I would highly recommend this story when it comes out on September 29th, and I would definitely get this for myself, truly. I think it was such a good book. And the way it just talks about culture, diversity, ethnicity. Raphael was Spanish, his family is from Spain, and then Azir, of course, is Nigerian. And I just found this story so good and so just important to read. So if you guys want to read this book, I would highly recommend reading this book. It was so good. And that's why I'm giving it 5 stars, because I think it was just good and it was worth 5 stars. So that is it for Ties That Tether by Jane Igharo. I'm going to dive right into The Way You Tempt Me by Elle Wright, or Elle Wright. I feel like it's Elle because that seems common. So I will update you guys later when I start The Way You Tempt Me. Good morning, guys. So last night I slept at 1 a.m. I was meant to like just take a small nap and wake up at like 3, but I ended up sleeping until 7. But that's my fault. But last night I did not read The Way You Tempt Me by Elle Wright. I actually have not started it yet. Today, I'm literally only going to focus on reading and writing reviews. I should have been reading The Way You Tempt Me at least last night, but then I fell asleep, so I will update you guys later to tell you guys where I'm at, hopefully. Hey guys, so I have a few opinions on The Way You Tempt Me, and actually I started reading it because I was eating breakfast. Basically, so far I'm actually really enjoying The Way You Tempt Me. I'm 64% into the book, and I really enjoy it. There are a few funny moments throughout the book that I've been absolutely loving it. I have seven highlights that I highlighted throughout the book that were just really funny moments and things that I was just like, this made me laugh so much. But obviously I couldn't laugh out loud because I was outside. It is good so far. So far, I think I'm on the track of giving this 4 stars. I think it's good, but I'm not sure it's in the level where it'll take me up to a 5th star. I think it's nice. I love this, just the tension between our 2 main characters, Xavier and Zara. Their chemistry together is so great. It's a friends to lovers situation, and this vacuum is so annoying. I should have closed my door, but their relationship, it was friends to lovers. They are childhood best friends, and I'm closing my door. As I was saying, they were friends to lovers. No, they were childhood friends, and they do all these small, like, Zara is totally against it because they work together, they're in a competition together just to see who can get like the promotion, but it just seems that Zara is going to be the one that gets it. They're really cute, 64% in. I'm definitely finishing this today. Hey guys, so I just officially finished The Way You Tempt Me by Elle Wright, and I'm giving this 4 stars. And I was thinking about giving it 5, but there were just a tiny bit of the aspects towards this book that I was like 50-50 on. I was okay with it, so that's why I'm giving it 4 stars. I still very much enjoyed it. I highlighted a lot of my favorite parts. This is probably the most I've highlighted out of all the stories, all the books that I've read so far. There's just something about this that I really enjoyed, and I love the way that Zara and Xavier talked and the way they developed their romance, because they were friends first, so it was a friends to lovers. They were absolutely adorable. There were scenes that were steamy as hell. Oh my god. And it was just, their relationship was so cute. Though there were some parts where they lacked the communication part, it was still a pretty strong relationship, and for a majority of the parts they told each other the truth, and they were just talking to each other like a relationship. And even though they didn't label it as a relationship, they were basically in a relationship the whole time. They never said girlfriend or boyfriend, but they basically were. So it was so cute. 4 stars for me. Okay guys, thank you guys so much for watching part 2 of my NetGalley arcs that is basically in the same week, but I split it up. Part 3 will be coming out right after this one, which is soon, but I'm splitting up into 3 days because it's easier for everybody and for me, so anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys like this video, hit that red subscribe button down below for more book content. Thumbs up, yeah, give it a thumbs up if you guys liked it, and I will see you guys all next time for more book content. Bye!